morning, Justin Gibbs here, the team for National Weather Service in Paducah. It's about 4:30 in the morning on Thursday morning, March 13th. Got a severe weather risk that we want to talk about for tomorrow night, Friday night, into the overnight hours Friday, and then continuing possibly into Saturday morning. We have a level 4 out of 5 risk that's been put in place, which is pretty high, especially this far in advance. The risk is for potentially a more significant line of severe storms to produce fairly widespread damaging winds and tornadoes as it moves across our region late Friday afternoon, or mainly Friday evening into the early morning hours Saturday. We're also going to have wind gusts 30 to 5 to 50 miles an hour Friday afternoon and evening, and then additional redevelopment is possible over western Kentucky and southwest Indiana Saturday afternoon. We'll look at first what we've got Friday. This is an example, one of our models that shows the event getting started. It doesn't go any further in the future. We've got models that do, but this is the one that stops right here, and you can see kind of a line getting going. The wind shear is very strong. There is some concern that we've been watching about the instability due to moisture. It's close, but the models that are developing the thunderstorms we're looking at this morning are not really developing thunderstorms like you would expect given the amount of moisture that's present. So we're trying to pick out exactly why that is, whether the models are right, whether the physics are right, or that there's something missing in there. The problem is if thunderstorms get going, as several models have shown, and it kind of makes sense looking at the available pattern, the shear profiles will be very favorable for damaging wind and tornadoes, and potentially stronger tornadoes, EF2 or stronger. We're not looking right now at like widespread supercell tornadoes that track on for 60 or 70 miles, but we're looking at fairly short-lived but potentially intense tornadoes Friday night, and again late Friday evening through the early morning hours. And we're still uncertain. There's still some uncertainty. We're more than 24 hours out still. So in severe weather timeline, when we talk about a storm that's 10 or 15 miles across, that's hard to forecast at this range. And then redevelopment is possible Saturday morning, mainly across parts of western Kentucky, southwest Indiana, and then the higher risk kind of goes into middle Tennessee and south central Kentucky. But if, let's say, we don't get a bunch of storms Friday night, then the instability will still be in place Saturday morning, and that'll probably increase that risk because the shear backs off a little bit. The wind shear for the tornadoes and things backs off a little bit, but it doesn't go away by Saturday morning. Here's timing as we have it right now, 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. onset, and I know that's a wide window, but it's just what we've got right now. In the evening, though, after the regular school and work day, 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. over parts of like the I-57 corridor, Paducah, Mayfield, Murray, and 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. across the Pennyroyal region and then southwest Indiana. And then if we're going to get things going Saturday, an onset timing kind of 9 a.m. to noon, 11 to 2, and then 1 to 4 p.m. as you get into southwest Indiana. Stuff kind of we expect will develop if it does in West Tennessee and move northeast. And the risk is higher, definitely kind of southeast of the Ohio and east of the Wabash River, based on where everything should be at that time Saturday morning. And then it's going to be very windy. Got a wind advisory for part of the area, and that's for wind gusts of 40 mile an hour or higher, and we're close to that everywhere. But we may end up, we'll evaluate that as we get closer, but we have wind gusts of 40 to 50 miles an hour possible through the day on Friday, probably a little bit lower in general, but somebody in there will catch a gust probably to 50 of the day. And then rainfall, we're a little bit concerned about flash flooding. 1 to 2 inches of rain, maybe 2 to 3 inches of rain across parts of the Pennyroyal. Basically, what's going to happen Saturday morning is somewhere in that area, storms are going to set up and start training along the front until that front scours them out. The front's going to slow down, and we're going to get thunderstorms in that neck of the woods. And then we are considering moderate risk, which is a level 4 out of 5. Last moderate risk anywhere in our area was May 26, 2024. That was a very high impact event with several tornadoes. It was a little different setup. Little different expectation too of what we were going to get out of the moderate. That was a more tornado-driven moderate. This is a wind-driven moderate, as SPC calls it, meaning the widespread nature of the wind is more why there's a risk. Previously, we had a moderate risk a day in advance on March 31st, 2023. That was a very high-impact event. Elsewhere, just to our north and just to our south, we were largely spared. It was a big dynamic system. It got a little bit drier here than what was modeled, and kind of what we were expecting, and lots of big tornadoes and problems in Arkansas, Tennessee, and in Illinois, and northern Illinois, Indiana, and Iowa, but we kind of missed out, fortunately. So maybe like you again. But bottom line, a moderate risk at day 2, 24 hours out is rare, and it does signify that, hey, this is a big deal. So be ready, and we're going to continue to watch it. We're watching all the moisture return, watching all the different things that could be happening. We're going to do updates throughout the day. We'll do another briefing again this afternoon. We'll probably do a live video at that point, and do all the tough stuff that we typically do. And we'll try to answer questions in the video. This is recorded, but we'll look at the questions here before we leave in the morning. Everybody have a great day.